Coming out with it, it's Fowler. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Finds his tight end.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Shotgun snap on third down. Catch in the middle, it's Kruger. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
And I love the angle route, whether it's man or zone. If you throw it with timing and you wait for it to develop, most of the time it's going to come open. Great job by the quarterback seeing it, hitting the running back.
The Bulls getting set on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And that's not a good sign for this offense. You gave up 4 sacks a week ago. Now you're already getting your quarterback hit. They've got to protect their dude. They got to give him more time so he can make plays down the field. Protection is the biggest issue for this offense.
And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
And how nice is it to have an eraser at the quarterback spot? First down, you get sacked, lose a bunch of yards. In a more difficult situation, you call a pass to try to attack the secondary, but he's got the ability to do this. Just pull it.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
Turning it on! That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Finds a spot in the middle.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Here's the handoff. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Finds a little space. Smashes through the tackle. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now first and goal.
That route is a man beater, and the quarterback knew exactly where to go with it. He got the look he wanted, put it out in front of the receiver, let him do the rest, yards after the catch, setting up first and goal.
And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Oh, and he got a hand on it. It's blocked. He picks it up.
Yeah, and the short field goals are a lot harder to block because they get up high in the air, but nice job by the kick block unit getting in there, getting their hands up, and blocking them a field goal, baby.
Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
With the catch, it's Ingram. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Yeah, and you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route, understanding the ball's got to come out of my hand right when he hits the top of that curl. Nice job by the QB finding him. Nice catch.
Fullback's got it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Flying out to the left. All the way into the end zone for a touchdown.
And what a great job by the linebacker that time. He's got his eyes on the quarterback, sitting in zone coverage. QB stared his target down. Not only does he pick it off, but he shows you the athleticism, taking it back all the way for a touchdown.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to try to return this one. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. He wastes no time and comes out throwing quickly to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now 2nd down. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. And the ball is loose and live in the backfield. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat. You're going, no, look out for your blind side, watch out. But that great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground and getting the football out, a little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to pass on second down. He's got it and still on his feet. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but you've got to give the quarterback credit to the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Wants to go up top. Wide out trying to get it in. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Wide receiver going in motion. Working that left side now. Steps into the end zone for a touchdown.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. To the air on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Kruger. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. Line getting set on second down. Wants to go up top. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David Sue.
And a sack all the way back at the 5.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
And the Bulls will line up to punt it away. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. We'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. Give to the running back. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. The give to the back. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all three facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half for the home team.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Auburn is lighting up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display. They're up 14 over Notre Dame. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Headed back to the field. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
It just looked like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
Here we go. Off the play fake on first down to throw. On the move, he fires. That's caught. It's James. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Really good patience and recognition. And how about the tight end just finding a hole and settling and waiting until the quarterback saw it?
And the play completely changes. Once my QB gets outside the pocket, I got to see it, and I got to start working towards him, or if I'm near him, working away. Nice job being on the same page, getting the first down.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option at working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
They'll line up for a second down play. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Yeah, and great job by the linebacker understanding what to do in zone coverage. I drop, I take my steps. When that quarterback's feet get set, my feet get set, I break on the football. Nice break. Way to go break that up and swat it down.
Let's see what they do here on third and short from the 41. Give to the big fullback. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Buffalo! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And what a way to put a stamp on that one with a 41-yard run to the house. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. They'll leave it with him. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. He'll do it himself. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. The play action fake. Quick strike complete. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. The give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Makes the grab. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
Man, I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
The kick is on its way. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. The coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Motion from the wideout. Off play action on 1st down. It's complete to the right. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43.
This coaching staff has really done a nice job marrying the play-action game to their running game. That looked like that was going to be a run. Everything in that play said they're running the ball downhill. At the last second, quarterback pulled the football, and he was able to complete the throw.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. They're working that left side. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They send 4 receivers onto the field, 2 to the right, 2 to the left on 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Gets it out quickly. Across the 25, he's got room. Finds the finish line for the touchdown.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Looking for his man in the middle. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
Well, this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
This time it's complete.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Off play action. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Takes it the other way. And he'll take this one all the way to the house. Into the end zone for a touchdown. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Quarterback now breaking the field. Got room at the 35. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
Looking to throw on first down. They get to him as he throws. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They are getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
Wants to fire on second down. Catch in the middle. It's James. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Bulls with the 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect the quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect the quarterback a little bit better.
2nd and 10, he'll throw again. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
And this is why this team is losing this game. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times. Almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
Looking downfield. Another incompletion on third down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. The idea was to draw just a tad closer. Instead, the mountain is still enormous.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Leaves it with the running back. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
So the offense has done its job. They have the lead, and they'll secure it as we head to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Bulls will kick it off to start the second half. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The 42-yard field goal that was no good gives them the ball back at the 25-yard line. Going to the run to start this second half. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. On the run, it's Hawkins. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Quickly out to the tight end. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
Defense is about feeling out the offense and what they like to do. What are they going to do in third and short, third and medium, third and long? So far, the offense is winning. Defense is going to need to make some adjustments.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Power football with the run. Breaks into the open. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup.
In halftime in this locker room, there's a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television, and so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out fast. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done. Looking for a crease. It's Hawkins.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And into the end zone for a touchdown.
Anytime you've got a successful run play on the ground, you've got to have great blocking up front. The offensive line, receivers, everybody doing their job. And that helped lead to the home run.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Man, we've been anticipating this top 15 matchup all week. Let's show you how things are playing out. Texas is painting an offensive masterpiece so far. It's been like a Bob Ross masterclass. They're up by 28 over Indiana. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Quickly complete. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Give to the fullback. They stop him in his tracks, tried to sneak that fullback loose and nothing doing.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
The Bulls trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Caught behind the line. It's Kruger. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Guys out in the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
On third down, he drops to throw. Makes the grab on the left. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. That's the way to catch it, big fella.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it. The big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on third down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. From the gun to give, looking for room. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right, things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Now the defense will try to keep them on this end on 3rd and short from the 21. Using his legs, it's Hawkins. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. And here comes the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and take it back. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. They're going to open this drive with a pass. It's complete to the left. Jesse, that's like a throwback to yesteryear, tossing it to a pass-catching fullback.
Well, it's nice to know as a quarterback, when things aren't open downfield, you can find the big fella for a check down.
Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
And you got to throw the fullbacks a bone occasionally, okay? Those dudes have one of the worst jobs on the field. Always blocking every single play, down in, down out. When you get those situations, you can give him the ball, give him a bone, reward him for all of his hard work.
It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
Used the play fake, now to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Got it in the middle, it's Ingram. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the 2nd half moving forward.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. So now it's 2nd and long. From the gun, running back gets to give. Oh, he's got some space. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking to throw on 1st down. Floating away. Complete to the right. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity, because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Wants to go up top. Big fella moving. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up and in great position here.
Nice 2nd down defense there that time. It looked like the defense was anticipating the drag route that time. You saw they were able to rally to the ball, get him down on the ground. It now sets up 3rd down in the red zone. Let's see what they do here.
Turning to the running game here on 3rd and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Buffalo. In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there are some things that they can take into next week from this performance.
No doubt. Offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do well. And you can tell, at least now, starting to get a little something going that maybe you can do.
They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Well, great job by the hands team receiving there. They're able to spot the kick, fall on it, make sure they keep possession, secure it. Nice job.
And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays.
Let's go! Let's go!
Handoff from the gun. Gets it past the marker. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
Offense has a huge lead right now in the fourth quarter, and they're just going to run this football to try to ice the game. Being more dominant, being more physical at the point of attack.
They go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Really nice resiliency by the running back. Sometimes you just got to be able to turn the page, right? You have a tackle for loss the previous play, they give it right back to you, and you make the defense pay. Good vision, good athleticism picking up that first. Why not give it to them again?
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. To the ground with the back. Nice move to keep running. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him. Second guy finally did.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2, 3, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
On first down from the 13-yard line. They'll ride the hot hand. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him.
Nice job by this defense. Listen, you got to understand, they're going to run the football. They're going to try to milk the clock, Jesse. They got the huge lead.
Haven't been a lot of good plays for this defense in this game so far, so can they build on that one? Can they create some turnovers here in the second half to get back in this game?
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12.
Trick 9, feet.
Now they're going to throw it. Makes the grab. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
You complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
Pulls and fires complete. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. Got to make sure they're sound in protection. They had one blocked earlier. Between the uprights, it's good. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do is not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we looking pretty good.
Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. So now on comes the field goal unit. He'll try to put one down the boulevard from 42 yards out. Dead center perfect. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. He'll bring it out. It's Fowler. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field.
Set, ready. Ready, go.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Back has it. Takes the handoff. It's Armour. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. The guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
They bring the punter onto the field now.
Number 11 in punt formation to kick it away.
Now on the return. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got a man. It's James. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. To the air on 1st down. The short hands. It's Ingram. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. And the Bulls want to move quickly. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab right on the sideline, but he's out of bounds, and they're going to lose yardage. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now just throw another sack at the equation. Hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee.